Hello, everybody. This is Frank with Iron Age News on the South Florida Conservative News Network. Tuesday, September 30th. It's 10:18, and if you're a general in the U.S. Army, you're getting your ass chewed out by Pete Hegseth over in scenic Quantico, Virginia. So that is going on while we're doing this. You can check. Hopefully, you'll see one and then the other because I know what's on our wish list, but we don't know what's going to go on in Hegseth's mind. So we're just going to talk about one of the major issues facing the Trump administration moving forward. And let's get into it now, shall we? Okay, we're going to talk about a subject that cuts right to the heart of America's future, which is and has been the politicization of the U.S. armed forces. Now, if you recall, when Donald Trump ordered U.S. troops out of Syria, his own generals, one was a general and one was appointed cabinet member, James Mattis, I'm sorry, and Mark Milley, they drugged their feet, they stalled, they even circumvented orders to keep troops in Syria, even though it was a withdrawal order by the president. So they were in violation of the law right there. Milley was later caught telling the Chinese military he'd give them a warning if Trump ever acted militarily. So that's showing you there was no loyalty at that point to the commander in chief, and that was sabotage. And they will predicate that on the fact of the nonsense Steele dossier and things of that Trump was a foreign operative. Therefore, they did not owe him the allegiance. We know that is not true, and yet it continued, right? Because it fit very well with the narrative that was being developed throughout the Obama administration and then the just do what the hell you want Biden administration. In 2020, nearly 500 retired generals, admirals, and intelligence chiefs signed letters telling Americans to reject Trump and vote for Biden. They claimed it was about democracy, right? In reality, it was partisan politics dressed up in a uniform. Those men and women mentored hundreds of officers still serving today, probably sitting in that room in Quantico, who have had their head twisted all around about what it means to serve the United States, the Constitution, and to listen to the president. Okay. So they have learned that politics, not patriotism, gets rewarded. And while the elites waged political campaigns, the Pentagon turned inward. DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, became the ticket to promotion. You can look it up. Mid-grade officers found that checking DEI boxes mattered more than combat excellence. Senior generals advanced by praising inclusive climates. The result, thousands of officers and NCOs climbed the ladder by embracing an ideology instead of readiness. They are not war fighters. They are camp counselors for semi-depraved children. And while we obsessed over the DEI, China's building ports in South America. Russia is burrowing into Venezuela, and Iran was embedding terror networks across the hemisphere. We lost focus on protecting the homeland while our enemies made moves in our backyard. I am not saying that the U.S. military was on the take entirely the entire time. The Chinese found it much more expeditious just to pay off political people because you could get much more work done with a lot less money, right? Plus, sometimes generals get feelings. So what does Trump have to do? I do not know what's going on right now. I wanted to get this out earlier. Sorry, we've had a problem with our computers here. First of all, Trump has to reassert civilian control over the military. No more generals running foreign policy. Second, he has to strip politics out of promotions. DEI has no place in deciding who leads men into battle. Third, shift the focus back outward onto the Chinese, the Russians, and the Iranians before they turn the Western Hemisphere into their playground. We already have credible reports of listening posts in Cuba. We have credible reports of missile systems in Venezuela. These are all operated by foreign actors. These are not operated by the Cubans or Venezuelans. So these are all targets. You want to talk about a war, this is a beating that has to be given out. I don't care if you like to do it or not. I don't want any wars either, but you cannot allow a missile system to sit in Venezuela to terrorize the United States southern seaboard. The American military must be a shield. It's not a political weapon. Trump has one chance to put it back on track. The question is, will he have the moral courage and the loyal generals to do it? And that's basically what we have to see now. So let's hope that this gets done today. And with everything else, if people continue to cry, they say, well, why is this going on? Why is that going on? Donald Trump and whatever part of his party is in office is the resistance to a coup that occurred in the Biden administration. The Biden election was a coup, a soft coup, one that did not completely work, but we are still fighting against that, as well as the state level terrorists and socialist insurrectionists that are there. If you do not believe it, look at what they've done. Talk to somebody who understands that. Take the word United States out and put Tanzania or whatever you want in there, and it will fit directly into these slots. The United States is holding together by a very small margin, and it's not that the people are not behind them. It's the apparatus has been politicized and usurped from the actual elected ruling people to the I am really ruling people. So it's up to us to get that changed. These generals have to get their shit together. I would hope half of them have their paperwork so that when they're on their way out the door, they are really on their way out the door. But we'll see what goes on. So otherwise, have a good day. You can check out the Hegseth thing. It's on right now. It's 10:30, so I guess he's going to go a little while longer because the president will get on there. So that's it. Talk to you later.